But right now, ma'am, before you drive down to your apartment, why can't you just stop down to this place?
Well, if I don't take my medicine, I could fall over dead. Is that what you want? I am so sorry. I wish there was another way, but I guess I'll just call the police and turn myself in.
So don't worry, ma'am, because as soon as you hang up the call, I'll assign your arrest warrant and we'll make sure we see you in the court tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
We cannot put this on tomorrow. We cannot put this on tomorrow. We have received an order and notice from law enforcement agencies to suspend your current social security number with an immediate effect. There is an arrest warrant issued under your name in the state of Iowa. Are you aware about it?
Oh my God.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the show. We have a great one for you today. I just want to give a quick shout out to all the Patreons here and all the YouTube members. Go ahead and join up and help support. It's been just incredible. Look at all these people. Thank you so much. Join in. We have it starting at 99 cents and up. So much love to everybody. Thank you so much and enjoy the show.
This is Officer Alex Smith from Investigation Division of Social Security Administration. Am I speaking to Edith Bowden?
Yes, this is her.
Hi, Ms. Bowden. How are you doing today?
Well, I heard that there's some illegal activity on my computer, and they transferred the call to you.
That is correct. Ms. Bowden, I have your case file in front of me. The reason you have received a call from our department is because we have received an order and notice from law enforcement agencies to suspend your current social security number with an immediate effect, as there has been suspicious activities found under your name and your social security number. I can also see, Ms. Bowden, there is an arrest warrant issued under your name in the state of Iowa. Are you aware about it?
Oh my God. In my name?
Yes, Edith Bowden. Are you aware about it?
No, this is the first I heard about it.
Okay. Well, do you want us to read out all the allegations from which you can understand everything about your case?
Please, I don't know. What are you talking about?
Now, please make sure that you be specific and honest whatever you speak over this recorded call, and any statement going against the respect of Social Security Administration or any federal department would lead this conversation to an end, and you will be arrested in next 45 minutes of time.
Oh my God.
Last thing, please do not interrupt me while I am reading out your case information. I will give you a fair enough chance to speak once I am done. Okay?
Oh, okay.
So, as per the investigation report under your social security number, there are 7 allegations found under your name. Your social security number was misused in the state of Iowa. Social Security Administration and law enforcement agencies have found 25 bank accounts opened and used fraudulently using your social security number to commit a fraud of more than $900,000.
Oh my God.
These accounts were used to transfer and receive funds for illegal, local and international bank wire transfers, indulge in for numerous criminal activities like money laundering, drug trafficking, and for Internal Revenue Service scam all over United States. So may I know, are you the owner of these 25 bank accounts, Edith?
I only have one bank account, and that's through the Bank of America, and that's it. I don't know about any of those other things.
Differentiate the bank accounts you said you own and the ones that does not belong to you. Can you tell me what is your account type with Bank of America with the approximate balance in your accounts?
Oh, I have about 18,000 altogether.
Can you please confirm me what is your account type, like a checking or savings?
Oh yes, it's checking and savings.
Checking and savings both?
Right.
Okay. So how much have you got in your checking and your savings, ma'am?
I have 2 savings accounts and 1 checking.
Okay. So 1 checking, 2 savings. And what is the funds in your checking account?
$4,925.60.
Mm-hmm. And in your first savings?
$4,047.84.
And in your in the last savings account?
Okay, that's where I keep the majority of my money. It's $10,119.62.
As per the investigation report, I can see, Ms. Bauben, there are 16 credit cards that are issued under your name. And your social security number has been indulged in for numerous credit card debts and unsecured loans, car loans, and medical bills of over $147,911, which is still pending on your name. Now, FBI and other law enforcement agencies want us to go ahead with legal proceedings by issuing a non-bailable arrest warrant. The moment we go ahead with legal proceedings by issuing a non-bailable arrest warrant, all your debit cards, credit cards, bank accounts, all the funds will be taken away by the federal authorities. All the money in your bank account will be frozen and it will be taken away by the federal authorities. On top of that, your social security benefits and your Medicare benefits will also get suspended.
Oh my God.
Now listen to me very carefully, okay, Edith?
I'm
Because
innocent. I didn't do nothing. You have to
Yes.
believe me.
we went ahead and did a background check on your name and on your social security number. We found out that you always have paid all your bills on time and you have no criminal records coming under your name. That is why we somewhere believe, Edith, that you are innocent and you may have not done anything wrong. But right now, in order to prove that you're innocent, we need to find out the real culprits, the real hackers who are using your credentials and doing all these criminal activities under your name. First of all, ma'am, what we need to do is we need to go ahead and secure all the balance of your bank account, ma'am. Because right now, ma'am, because of the criminal activities, the federal authorities can take away all the money that you have got in your account. And I believe, ma'am, you are a senior on a very limited income, so you will need all this money, ma'am, to look after your personal expenses, to take care of your bills and stuff like that. Am I correct?
Oh yes, and
Correct.
I go to the casino.
Can I know,
on
how
Fridays.
far is your bank from where you stay, ma'am? How far is your bank from where you stay?
Oh, I have Bank of America. That's my
Mhm.
bank. It's like a. It's
So
like
how
a,
far is your bank from where you stay?
It's like a 15-minute drive or so.
Okay. Right now we understand, ma'am, that you do not intend to lose any of your hard-earned money. That is why, ma'am, you will need to get down to your bank and you will need to withdraw all the money from your account. Now, Can I know, like, are you ready to go down to your bank, or you first have to get ready so you can go down to your bank?
Well, I'm gonna have to get dressed up. I'm not even ready to leave yet.
No problem, ma'am. I will stay on the line. As you know, these lines are recorded and monitored by four major federal agencies, ma'am. So I will stay on the line for you. In the meanwhile, I want you to get dressed. So let me know after you get dressed. I'll just stay on the line for you. Okay, ma'am?
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'll be
And please do not forget that I'm staying on the line for you. So as soon as you get dressed, let me know. I'll just stay on the line for you. Take your own time, ma'am. No rush. Okay?
Okay. I'm gonna set the phone down and get dressed up, and I'll be right back.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Take your own time.
Okay. I'm in my car.
You in your car? Okay. So let me know, ma'am, once you reach the parking lot of your bank. I'm going to stay on the line with you. Please remember, ma'am, you do not have to step out of the car. Just let me know once you reach the parking lot of your bank. Okay, ma'am?
Oh, okay. I have speakerphone, so when you talk, you're coming through my car speakers. So I
Okay.
can drive and talk at the same time.
Okay, but I would like you to drive peacefully, ma'am, so that way you can get there safely. So I'll just stay on the line and take your own time, ma'am. Let me know once you get in the parking lot. Okay? I'll just
Okay.
stay on the line. Yeah. Yes, I'm right here.
Okay. I'm here at the bank parking lot. Now, what did you said to say when what do I have to do again?
Okay, now listen to me very carefully, ma'am. Okay.
Okay.
The very first and the important thing for you to remember is you cannot share your case information to anyone at the bank. Is that clear?
Well, that's kind of odd because this is a recorded call
I'll
to
explain you why, ma'am. I'll
four
explain you
different
why. This is
agencies.
as per the United States law, because right now we don't know, ma'am, who are the real culprits that are
Yes.
using your social security number, your credentials,
No, you
and
do.
doing all these criminal and fraud activities under your name.
No,
Okay.
you know the people that's doing this. You know
Absolutely, ma'am.
Thomas
We
Dimitri,
suspect these people, ma'am, but we still don't know who are these people.
Russell
Okay,
Blake.
it is possible that they are, they have changed up their names, and they are showing to be someone, but they are not the same people. So right now it's a part of investigation, and as per the United States law, you're not allowed to share your case information to any other person, ma'am. Now the second important thing, ma'am, I want you to understand is, right now you informed me that you have one big savings account in which you got about $10,119, and
Yes.
another savings account in which you got about 4,047 and 84 cents. So what I want you to do, ma'am, is the 47 dollars and 84 cents. Okay, you can leave that in the account, and the $119 and 62 cents, you can leave that in the account, so that the people of the bank will not close your account, because initially, ma'am, these funds will be returned back to you from Social Security Administration, and these funds will be redeposited back into your account after everything is back to normal. Okay, so what I want you to do, ma'am, is when you walk into your bank, I want you to withdraw 14,000, ma'am, from your savings account. Okay.
And after that, what do should I just put it into my daughter's account? I have a
No, ma'am.
daughter. My daughter has a bank account here. I can just have
Basically,
them
ma'am,
put the money into her
the problem
account
is, ma'am,
while the
once
investigation
you
is
would
ongoing.
let me explain you, ma'am. Once you withdraw this money out of your bank account, the federal authorities need to understand that this is your personal bank account, and all the funds that you have got in here, this belongs to you. This does not belong to anyone else other than you. So right now, if you transfer the funds in your daughter's account, even your daughter's account will come under investigation.
Maybe I should call her and ask her about this.
That's
I
the
don't know
that is the
about
main that is the main problem, ma'am. That is the main problem, because you cannot share your case information to any other person, ma'am. Because if you want your daughter to be involved in this case, ma'am, she will be dragged down by the federal authorities as well, and she will have to face the legal consequences as well.
But maybe she could just come and meet me here, and we could open up a new
Dragged down
account,
into this
and
case.
she could just open up a new
Are you
account.
going to give your own mind to the officers, or are you going to listen to the officers, ma'am? You first decide, and I'll let you know how. So first, ma'am, what I want you to do is remember one thing. Once you walk into the bank, you just have to tell, I want to withdraw 14,000 from your savings account in cash. They'll give you an envelope, ma'am. You can come back in the car and let me know that you're back in the car. Okay, ma'am?
Oh, okay. So after that, then we're gonna
After
safeguard.
that, I'll explain you. Let's go ahead
Because
and do things step by step, ma'am. Because right now, if I go ahead and tell you what we have to do next, it will get you confused, ma'am. Okay? So let's go ahead and do things step by step, ma'am, because I don't want you to get confused about anything over here.
Okay.
I don't want you to take your cell phone with you when you go into your bank. Is that clear?
Okay. Can you just hold on a second? I'll be right back.
Are you going out of your car?
Well, you told me to go in there, didn't you? I can't.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so you planning? You're going now, right? You're going in now.
Right.
Okay, I'll just stay on the line and let me know once you get back in the car. Okay.
Okay, I'll be right back. I got the money.
Yes. This is Officer Alex.
Right.
You got the money. Okay.
Yes.
Now I want you to get out of the. You can get out of the parking lot, ma'am.
Well, I had to close
You can
my
start
savings
driving.
account.
You had to close. Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
I had
But
to
I
close
believe
it.
when you have all the money back, you can reopen it. You can reopen the savings account anytime. That's not a problem. So I want you to start driving, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Where am I? Just back to my place.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Can I know, ma'am, do you have any UPS store, ma'am, around you that you know?
Oh yes, there's a UPS store near the Target store.
Near the Target store? Okay.
Right.
I want you to come to the UPS store, ma'am, like the parking lot of the UPS store, not the Target store. Okay.
Okay. Well, but aren't I being watched? They're gonna think I'm. What am I gonna do with this 14,000 though?
I'm going to let you know, ma'am. Keep that cash in the car, ma'am. Okay. You don't have to bring that cash out of your car. I believe you have a locker, correct? On the right side of your car, ma'am, you have a safe lock where you can keep things like the papers and everything else.
Oh yes.
In your car?
I have my insurance information in the lockbox. Yes.
In the lockbox. So put the cash in the lockbox, ma'am.
Well,
So you don't have to worry about it.
All the
Put it
money
in
is
the
in
lockbox.
my purse. I have the money in my purse.
So put okay, no problem then. If you have it in the purse, then it's safe. Don't worry about the cash. Like I said, the federal authorities have a very close eye on you, ma'am. So no one will even think of trying to rob you or steal from you. So let me know, ma'am, once you come to the UPS store, ma'am, the parking lot of the UPS store. Okay.
Okay. Yes, I'm here.
I believe you already reached the parking lot of UPS, ma'am.
Yes, I'm here at the UPS.
Okay. Now listen to me very carefully, ma'am. Okay. When you walk into the UPS store, ma'am, okay, what you have to do is you just have to tell them that I want to do a UPS, so I need a UPS box. Now, you need to get a box, ma'am, which is like not a very big box, just a small box in which you can put some magazines or books. So I believe you can assume like how big the box should be, correct?
Like a magazine size box is what I'm thinking.
Correct, ma'am.
Just
Right, like a magazine size box. So right now, ma'am, what I'll do is I'll stay on the line for you in the car. Leave your cell phone in the car, okay? I'll just stay on the line for you. In the meanwhile, I want you to go in the UPS store and get that box and let me know once you get back in the car. Okay, ma'am?
Okay.
All right.
Just a minute. I'll be right back.
Sure, ma'am. Take your time. Hello?
Hello. I just got
So you
back
got the
to
box?
yes, I got the box.
All right, ma'am. Now I want you to drive home, ma'am, and I'll stay on the line. So take your own time. Don't rush. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Hello?
Okay, I just got back to my place.
First of all, ma'am, I want you to get a blank piece of paper, ma'am, where you can write down these details because this is where, ma'am, you're going to do the UPS, ma'am. Okay? and this is the name of the federal officer as well. So I want you, ma'am, to first make a detailed note of it and grab a blank piece of paper, because this piece of paper, ma'am, what you have to do is you have to stick it in the front of the UPS box.
Oh, okay. So I just have
So
to jot all this down.
first you can write it down on some piece of paper, or what I can do is I can put it on your computer screen so you can easily copy that. That will work easily, right?
Yes, that would be fine.
So can I know, ma'am, like, can you grab some magazines, ma'am? I want you to get like three or four of them.
Okay, I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
Okay, I have a few magazines here.
How many? Can you count for me? Like two or three or
Right,
four?
I have 3 magazines.
You have three magazines. Good. Okay. Now, what I want you to do, ma'am, is I want you to open the magazine page. Okay. Now, in each one of the pages, ma'am, I want you to put like two or three bills, and you can use like two or three magazines. However, you have to just put all that cash, ma'am, into the magazines. Okay. So when you open the first page of the magazine, you can put about like two or three bills, and then you can turn the page over, and then you can put the two or three bills, and that way you can just put all the cash in the magazines, ma'am.
Okay, I got it.
Now, can you get the packing tape, ma'am? And you have to pack the box properly, ma'am, so it doesn't get open. So you have to get the packing tape. I'll stay on the line. Take your time. Let me know when you get the packing tape.
Oh, I have some packing tape right here next to me.
Perfect, ma'am. Now I want you, ma'am, to uh, use the packing tape, ma'am, and cover it. Like use the packing tape and like the box that you have, ma'am. You have to make sure the box doesn't get open.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I got it. It's taped up pretty good.
It's taped up pretty good. Perfect. So the box will not get open, right?
Right.
Perfect, ma'am. Now I want you, ma'am, to look at your computer screen, okay, and
Okay.
grab a blank piece of paper, ma'am, where you're going to write these things down, okay?
Okay.
So you have to mention the things right, like I have mentioned on the screen, ma'am. Okay. First, you write the name in one line, then you write the address in the other line, then you write the home address, like the same thing that I have written in the next line. Then in the next line, you type no signature required, and then in the next line, you type overnight shipment.
Okay, so this officer is living in the California.
Right, he's the federal officer, ma'am, who is investigating on your case. That is why he is going to have access to these funds, ma'am. But these funds will come back in your account, in your checking account from Social Security Administration Department, and I will update you as soon as we have any update on the case. But you should have all your money back within less than 3 days.
But why is my money going to be safe with this officer and not my daughter? Can't I just
That
send
is
it to my
because
daughter instead?
that
Or
is
why do I have to send
that
it to
is
him?
That is because, ma'am, when the federal officers, ma'am, they are investigating on all the bank accounts, ma'am, they are also going to investigate on your bank account. Now, when they investigate on your personal bank account as well, they will see, ma'am, that you had a savings account in which you had all the money, and now the savings account is closed. So, right now, ma'am, you cannot keep this cash with your daughter or at your home because everything is under investigation, ma'am.
Isn't that
Can
expensive
I?
to send things overnight? I don't live
I
next
believe,
to
ma'am.
the California.
I believe, ma'am. I believe, ma'am, it will be like a few $100s, but that is why you have to get the receipt, because we are going to consider all these expenses and we are going to return you these expenses. That's why I was asking if you got the receipt for the box as well, because all that expense that you're putting, ma'am, is going to come back to you. So, can you do you have a gum or something that you can stick this page on the front of the box, or will you have to use the packing tape to stick this page on the box?
Well, I could just bring it to the post office and they could do it there, right?
No, 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 ma'am. You have to stick this page in the front of the box. Do you have some gum or something that you can use to stick the page on the box?
No, I don't think that's a good idea. I think it's illegal to ship guns, isn't it? You're not allowed to ship
No, no,
them.
no, no. That's not nothing like that. So you just have to stick this page, ma'am, in front of the box.
Yeah.
So you can use the packing tape as well, ma'am. You can use the packing tape and just stick it on the box, on the front of the box.
Okay, hold on.
Now, are you looking at your screen right now?
Yes, I'm looking at my PC.
Perfect. You see, I typed UPS near me.
Oh, yes, I see
So
that.
let's right. I'll just see which one is the closest one. So right now, this is where you are, and this one is the closest one.
Oh, on Kimberly. That's why I suggested.
The one that you went to was on Kimberly?
Right.
Okay, ma'am. So remember, ma'am, once you, okay, no problem. I want you to take this box and your cell phone with you and let me know once you get in your car.
Okay.
Take your time.
Hold on. Okay, now I just have to go to the UPS store and that's it.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. I should be there in like 5 or 10 minutes. Yes, I just got here.
Okay, now listen to me, ma'am. Okay, there is two things, ma'am, that I want you to remember. Okay, that is, once you walk into the UPS store, ma'am, you just have to say that I want to do the express delivery, ma'am. What will you say?
Express delivery.
Yes, you just have to say that I want to do express delivery, and you have to give them the box. And after that, they will let you know what payment you have to do. It will be like somewhere less than couple of $100, ma'am. So whatever it will be, ma'am, just ask them to give you the receipt, ma'am. Okay. So when you get that receipt, ma'am, whatever amount you will be paying, on the receipt, it will be considered, ma'am, from our department, and it will be returned to you in your next social security check. So you do not have to worry. Just get the receipt, ma'am. That's important.
If it has to come out of my pocket.
It will not come out of your pocket, ma'am. You can just use your credit card, ma'am, to make the payment and just get the receipt, ma'am. That is all you need to get. Because if you have the receipt, ma'am, we will consider this expense, ma'am, and it will be reimbursed to you. So you do not have to put any money out of your own pocket.
Well, just to pay for this shipping and handling is going to set me back. I'm going to have to overnight.
Do not worry, ma'am.
So expensive. I'll just do a standard delivery instead.
No, ma'am. You cannot do the standard delivery, ma'am, because the standard delivery, ma'am, will take more than a week, ma'am. And right now, ma'am, the overnight shipment, ma'am, is required because the federal authorities are investigating on your case, and we want them to give us all the required paperwork, ma'am. If you remember, you requested me so I can send it to your email, right? Just for your piece of knowledge and information. You remember you asked me?
Well, I'm going to do I'm going to ask a couple of questions. And before I make up my mind, I don't know how much they're
you don't have a choice, ma'am. You don't, ma'am, what I'm trying to tell you is you don't have a choice whether you want to do a standard or this or that. You don't have a choice.
Sure,
you don't get to choose.
I can pick and choose how I ship the package, can't I? It's my decision.
No, ma'am.
It's coming out of my pocket.
No, ma'am, it's not coming out of your pocket, because this money that you're paying, ma'am, is going to get reimbursed to you. Are you not even listening, ma'am, or paying attention to what I'm saying? This money is not coming out of your pocket. We are paying you back for it.
No, let me tell you something. You can wish in one hand and shit in the other and see which one gets filled first. But I pretty much know that you're not going to reimburse me. You're just a typical government guy. You're not going to.
No, ma'am, it's not. That is why, ma'am, I already informed you when I have already spoken with my seniors about it. They informed the reason why we want it to be done as express delivery is because whatever it's going to cost the customer to go ahead and get this done, these expense are going to come back to the customer as she will be having a receipt. This amount that she has on the receipt will come back to her on her next social security funds.
That? You're talking too fast. I'll just do standard
I'll,
delivery. Can you hold
no,
on?
ma'am.
I
No,
have
ma'am.
no
No, listen,
allegiance.
ma'am. No, ma'am, please listen to me. You cannot do standard delivery, ma'am, because that is not the procedure.
I think standard is going to be cheaper. I don't know how much it is,
It
but
it
I'm going to
it
save
will
some
be
money.
cheaper.
And
I know, ma'am.
God,
Standard will
my-
be cheaper, but it will not get the things done correctly, ma'am. That is what I'm trying to tell you. Standard is cheaper and express is little costlier. So
Okay.
whatever it
I'll
costs
just
you,
do
whatever it,
standard. I'll do
but we
standard.
cannot accept standard, ma'am. Why don't you understand, Edith?
When you
Please,
put
we
it that
cannot
way,
accept
I can-
standard because standard will take 2 weeks, ma'am. It will take 2 weeks.
Hey,
We cannot
that's-
wait that long. We cannot wait that long, Edith. You're not listening to the officer right now. You're trying to do everything as you wish. It cannot be done that way, Edith. It cannot be done that way.
Sure, it
Try to
can.
understand.
All I have to do is
No.
bring the package
No, ma'am.
inside and tell them to
But
ship this out as quickly as possible
but-
in the standard delivery.
but
and I have to pay
as
for it.
as
so
I'm
I-
trying as I'm trying to explain you, Edith, it will not get there until 2 weeks. It doesn't matter what you say. It will take 2 weeks for using the standard procedure. That is why it's already mentioned over there that it has to be no signature required, home address, and overnight shipment. Just because of this one thing, ma'am, everything can get screwed. Do you want to get everything screwed, ma'am? No, right?
No, I don't want
You want-
that. I
Yes,
just
ma'am.
wanna-
That is why I'm telling you, just go and say I want to do an express delivery. That is it. And whatever it costs you, just come back and tell me the amount. That is it. And then leave rest of the things on me. Okay, ma'am?
I don't know.
We are-
Maybe I should just do
we-
express, but it's going to be a couple $100s, and
No. If you let me tell you, if you do, ma'am, if you do a standard, it's going to cost you 150. If you do express, it will cost you $10 or $20 extra, or maybe even less.
wait, how
So
much
that is why
How much is standard?
standard is 150, ma'am.
Jesus Christ. Why is it so
And-
expensive? I'm just, how much is it express?
Express is 160 or 70, somewhere close to that.
Oh my
Less
God.
than 165, you couldn't say. Less than 165 or somewhere close to that.
Yeah, I'm just going to ask him the difference in price. And if I can save a lot
No,
of
ma'am.
money, I don't want to put a lot of
But
money
you,
on my
why
credit
are you
card.
worried about the money? Why are you worried about the money when we are going to pay for it? Why are you worried about the money, ma'am? When we are going to pay for it,
Because
we are going to pay for it, right?
I don't know. You can't really
Because,
trust
ma'am,
the government to pay
because
you
you-
for your things all the
I-
time. But
I am talking to, ma'am, I'm talking to you on a recorded line by 4 major federal agencies. Do you understand what does that mean? It means that if I give you any false information over this recorded line, I will not just be fired from my job, but I will be turned over to the authorities, ma'am. Just go in and say, I want to do express delivery. That's it. And get the receipt and come back in the car. And please do not mention that you have got cash in the box. Just mention that I have some books if they ask you.
oh, it's 14.
Only if they ask you.
14,000 in that box. They better.
Yes, but
I
you
have
cannot
to
tell
put
that.
it in
You
first
cannot
in that
you
box, and I
you
don't know
cannot
how-
you no. You're not even understanding. You cannot say that. You cannot say that to the UPS person sitting inside the store. You cannot say that. Or else what they might do is they might steal your box even though if you have an insurance. You cannot mention cash. You just have to keep that a secret. I told you, right? We cannot share anything about your case to any other person. And you're not ready to follow the law. And you want us to help you clear your name out of this case? If you're not ready to follow the law, then I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm not going to help you. Because I don't want you to end up do something that will get you into problem. So please listen to me one more time. Simple and clear. Walk in the store. Tell them I want to do express delivery. Give them the box. They'll give you a receipt. Pay them the amount and get the receipt. That is it.
Okay.
Okay?
And that sounds easier than all the other things.
Yes. Correct, ma'am. And if they ask you what's in the box, just say I have got some books in it and you do not have to mention cash. You do not have to ask for any insurance. When you get the receipt, I'll tell you it's already mentioned in there what amount of insurance you get. That's why they provide you receipt all the time. Okay? So
Okay.
remember, don't mention cash and don't mention insurance. These two things, ma'am, please do not mention. And third important thing, just go in there and tell I want to do a express delivery. Okay? That's it.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, this UPS store is closed. There's
It's
nobody
closed.
inside the store.
Okay.
Can
Hold on.
can you look up the address for me on this UPS?
Okay. Sure, ma'am. Can you tell me the address? I'll look it up quickly.
It's 1224
Mhm.
West 76th Street.
Yes. Oh, yeah. This one is closed, ma'am. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Yes,
God dang
it's on the
it.
76th Street. Okay. Now, well, there is another one, ma'am, which is on. This one is on. Let me have a look at the address. This one is on 53rd Street.
Oh, I'm getting sleepy. I have to get back to my place and cook my dinner, and it's already after 3 o'clock.
It will only take like 5 minutes for you at the UPS store, and after that you can come home, because after that you don't have to go any place or do anything. So it will only take like 5 minutes, ma'am. Okay. Can you just put this address on your cell phone, ma'am? You know how to look up the address on your cell phone, right?
Well, I would have to hang up the call. I think I'm just going to go back to my place and get a nice hot bath going and take my medicine. And I can do the rest of this work tomorrow, can't I?
So can I? No, ma'am. It has to be done today, because I've already informed the federal officers that they need to complete the investigation on your case as soon as possible. Because if this was not important, ma'am, I would have not requested you. And this store is right on your way home, so you don't have to worry, ma'am. Just
Oh, it's fine.
let me know.
You can trust me. I'm gonna
I
make
do,
the
ma'am,
payment.
but when we have already informed the federal officers, ma'am, that they are going to get that, so I cannot make that changes, ma'am, because they will be waiting on it. And if it doesn't get to them, then there will be a problem. Then I won't be able to get your job done.
What did
Because
you
most
have?
of the
What did you have for lunch? See, that's why I have to go back to my house. I haven't even eaten today. I have to eat
Well,
and take my medicine.
what I had today was in the morning. I made some sandwich, so I had some in the morning as my breakfast along with my coffee, and I had the same sandwich that I bought today as my lunch. So I had the same sandwich, but there are a lot of things that I can have down in the canteen. But it depends, if I'm busy with all my work, then I just prefer that. Hello?
I can still hear you. I'm just driving back to my place. You're getting me hungry.
Well,
I
are
always
you not
talk
taking
about-
are you not
I
taking the
can't.
Minard Street, ma'am? The store Minards? Are you not going from that street, or which street are you going from?
Well, you're making me hungry. All this talk about food in the canteen. I have to get back to my place and have something to eat. I'm gonna.
Okay, no problem,
I
ma'am.
have a medical condition.
Well, in that case, ma'am, what I'll have to do is I'll have to stay on the line till we complete this process, ma'am. So after you get something to eat, I'll need to go ahead and ask you to get down to this place. So no problem, ma'am. Let me know once you reach down to your place. Well, right now, ma'am, I'm not going to lie to you or give you any false information, but we have to get this thing done anyhow today. Because right now, ma'am, I understand you're hungry and you need to get something to eat. But if we do not get it done today, ma'am, then I won't be able to cancel your arrest warrant, because that's already been assigned, ma'am. And I'm working on your case since this morning, ma'am. So I need to go ahead and take care of this thing for you, because I already promised you, right?
I'll just call you back tomorrow morning, and I'll do it first thing in the morning. You can.
We cannot do it tomorrow, ma'am. We have to get it done today. We cannot put it on tomorrow.
Well,
If we
I
put it
have
on
to
tomorrow,
take
ma'am.
my medicine. I have to get my dinner. I have to feed my dog.
You will be able to do all of that, ma'am. I promise you, you will be able to do all of that because this place is only like less than a mile from where you are right now. Can I know, ma'am, where are you at this moment, ma'am? Where have you reached at this moment?
Well, I'm driving back to my apartment.
But right now, ma'am, before you drive down to your apartment, why can't you just stop down to this place?
Well, if I don't take my medicine, I could fall over dead. Is that what you want?
No, ma'am, you won't be because, like I told you, the federal authorities have a close eye on you. So if they see you into any trouble, ma'am, they're going to run away right where you are, and they're going to take care of you.
Oh,
What I can
sweet
recommend you, ma'am,
home.
is
I just pulled into my garage.
wonderful,
Okay.
ma'am.
So
Okay.
what time are you open tomorrow? Because I
No,
have to
ma'am.
get
We
this
have to get it done
resolved
today.
here.
No, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to force you or push you to do this, but we cannot put your case on tomorrow, ma'am.
Tomorrow works
either
for me. I did have a doctor's appointment, but that's not until
I-
like 10 or
I
11
understand
in the
that part,
morning.
dear, but you're not ready to understand or cooperate right now.
Hold
So
on,
I
I
feel
have
like
to
I
jot
should
it
just
down.
I should just hang up and assign your arrest warrant through the federal authorities, and I can inform the authorities that you're not ready to cooperate
What's that?
because
Don't.
right now you're not ready to cooperate, ma'am. I'm so sorry, but I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I have been so nice to you, but right now, ma'am, you're not ready to listen. It's not even going to take you 5 minutes to get this taken care of, and after that you'll be done for the rest of your day.
No, don't.
But if
don't open
if we
another
don't get,
warrant on my name. Don't do that.
it's already there. It's already there. We have to get it cancelled today. That's why I have to submit your investigation report, and I won't be able to submit that unless you get the receipt from the UPS store.
So
Please
it
look this
shouldn't
up,
take-
ma'am. Please look this up, ma'am.
we
Please
can
look
get it
this up
done
because
right
I have
away in the morning.
I already have
and that
I
works
already
for
have
me.
that up on your screen, ma'am. We cannot put this on tomorrow, ma'am. I am so sorry, but I will not be able to help you out. But yes, you can still talk to me if you're not getting arrested tomorrow, because it is all on the federal authorities now what they want to do. Because if I'm not able to get this thing taken care for you today, then I won't be able to help you out tomorrow.
Okay, well, I have to go eat my dinner and take my medicine. I have to hang up the call. I'm so sorry, but I promise I'll send this in the mail tomorrow. As soon as I wake up, I'll drive down there and get it in the mail.
Because tomorrow morning, ma'am, the same officer might not be involved in your case because the federal officers change every moment, ma'am. Okay? So don't worry, ma'am, because as soon as you hang up the call, I'll assign your arrest warrant and we'll make sure we see you in the court tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
I have to go to
Because
court
once you get
tomorrow.
arrested today, ma'am, you will not be presented today. You'll be presented tomorrow in the courthouse, ma'am.
Okay, I guess I just have to bite the bullet. That's what I have to do. I have such a terrible memory. You're gonna have to refresh my memory. What happened again?
Okay. Well, if you remember, ma'am, when you were driving to the UPS store, ma'am, to get the box, the UPS box, you remember?
Right. You went and used the
You're in-
bathroom. I remember that. You
Right.
You ran away and used the bathroom.
Yes, I ran away, ma'am, because I also had a call of nature. But in the meanwhile, ma'am, I also had to submit your investigation report to the federal officers, ma'am.
When
If I had not
hold on.
if I had not
I have to-
submitted
when nature calls,
if I
answer.
well, if I had not submitted your investigation report, ma'am, at that point of time to the federal officers, we could have done this tomorrow. But since the investigation report is already submitted today,
Tomorrow at
that
what
is
time?
why. No, ma'am.
What time tomorrow? Because
Ma'am, do you want me to
At 7 a.m.
do you want me to hammer my head right now? Because that's what I feel. I should hammer my head. I'll raise my voice so you can hear me more clear, okay?
Okay.
I just said that right now, if I have not submitted your report, ma'am, to the officers in the afternoon, I could have postponed it for today and have you do this tomorrow. But right now we cannot put this on tomorrow because I have already submitted your report, ma'am. Do you understand?
What time tomorrow, though? I have to
We
know.
cannot put this on tomorrow we cannot put this on tomorrow. We cannot put this on tomorrow because I have already submitted your investigation report to the federal officers in the afternoon. Can you not drive back to the same store, ma'am, on the Kimberly Road and come back home?
I'm afraid not. Not in my condition.
And what is your condition, ma'am?
So what time tomorrow? That's my question. What time? Because I
Well,
have a
I'm
doctor's
saying, ma'am,
appointment at about
we
10
have
in
to
the
do it.
morning.
We have to do it today, ma'am. We cannot put this on tomorrow. And you only thing that I listen is you saying tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. We cannot put
Right.
this on tomorrow, ma'am.
Tomorrow works.
We have to get it done
Tomorrow's
today.
gonna work just fine.
But we have to get it done today, ma'am.
But we can't. We can't do it today. There's nothing I can do. I'm sorry. I have to hang up the call. I promise I'll do it tomorrow morning. I promise.
What I want you to do, ma'am, is I want you to take down my number so you can at least know where to call. What time do you generally wake up?
Oh, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I'll be up a little bit earlier.
What time is your doctor's appointment?
It's at like 10 or 10:30. I have to look.
Okay. Well, I'm going to, can you just put me on speaker, ma'am? Okay. And I want you to go cook your meal because I'm going to talk to the officers before we hang up. I need to get the confirmation from them, okay? So,
Well, I have to hang up, otherwise I'll be distracted when I'm trying to cook. I'll hang up the call, but you can call me back if it's an emergency. I'll hang up on his face.
I'm spelling it out again. BRUAUB